Hello dear students, now let's discuss the NCERT in-text questions and exercise questions of chapter number 2. So first in-text questions. Question number 1, what is meant by a pure substance? So a pure substance is one which is made up of only one kind of particles, either atoms or molecules, for example oxygen, carbon, water, etc. Then second is list the points of difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures. That we have done in the notes also. You can write from there or you can write from this table of answers. Then third one, how do solution and suspension differ from each other? So here sol means colloid. So solution, suspension and colloid, we have done the different points of difference in the notes also. 6 points we have done, and here also 5 points are written. So you can do from either from notes or from here. Then fourth one, to make a saturated solution, 36 gram of sodium chloride is dissolved in 100 gram of water at 293 Kelvin. Find its concentration at this temperature. So here we have to take the mass of sodium chloride, that is 36 gram, then mass of water is 100 gram, then mass of solution total will be 36 plus 100, that is 136. So in formula we have to take mass of NaCl, that is solute, upon mass of solution, that is 136, multiply by 100. So the answer will be 26.47%. Next question, fifth, is which separation technique will you apply to separate a mixture containing kerosene and petrol? This one will not come in your syllabus because it is related to separation technique and that is not in your syllabus now. Sixth one is also name the technique, that is the same separation technique. So fifth and sixth you don't have to do. Then what type of mixture are separated by the technique of crystallization, that is homogeneous mixtures is the answer, but this is also related to separation technique. Then eighth question you have to do the chemical and physical changes you have to tell. So first one is cutting of trees, that is physical, melting of butter, that is also physical, rusting of almirah is chemical. Fourth one, boiling of water to form steam is physical. Then passing of electric current through water and breaking down into hydrogen oxygen is a chemical process, that is electrolysis. Then dissolving common salt in water is physical. Making a fruit salad with raw fruits is physical. When you are cooking, then it is chemical, otherwise it is physical. Then burning of paper or wood, that is a chemical change. Now the next is NCERT exercises. The question number 1 is, which separation techniques will you apply for the separation of the following? This will not come in the syllabus because it is related to separation techniques, but the answers are given here. And question number 2 is related to the solubility. So the answer will be solubility of potassium nitrate at 313 Kelvin will be 62 grams. It is given in the above table. Mass of solvent is 100 gram. Therefore, the mass percentage or the mass of potassium nitrate we have to calculate. So that will be like 62 multiplied by 50 upon 100, that will be 31 grams. On cooling, the solubility of a salt decreases. That is very much clear that if we increase the temperature, solubility increases, and if we decrease the temperature or cool the solution, then solubility will decrease. Then C part, the solubilities of different salts at 293 Kelvin in 100 gram of water are given in column number 2 of the table. So we can get the highest solubility, that is 37 upon 100 gram of water, which is of ammonium chloride. Next, fourth one is, generally the solubility of a salt increases with increasing temperature. However, from the data given in the table, it is apparent that the solubility of sodium chloride changes very little with increasing temperature. So if we are increasing the temperature, the solubility will increase. But there is one exception, that solubility of sodium chloride is increasing very little, but it is very much clear with all of the salts above, that solubility increases while with the increase in temperature. Then write the steps you would use for making tea. All of you know how to make tea, so you have to write just the steps. So you can take the help from this also. The answers will be provided to you. Then explain the following giving examples: saturated solution, pure substance, colloid suspension. All four are given in the notes already, so you can write from there or you can take the help of these answers. Then the next one is classify each as homo or heterogeneous mixture. So soda water is homogeneous, wood is heterogeneous, air is homogeneous mixture, soil is heterogeneous, vinegar is homogeneous, filtered tea is homogeneous. If it is not filtered, then it is heterogeneous. It is filtered tea written, so it is homogeneous. Next, question 6. How would you confirm that a colorless liquid given to you is pure water? So we just have to check the boiling point. If the boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius or 373 Kelvin, then the water is pure, because any pure substance have a sharp melting and boiling point. So by checking the melting and boiling point of a substance, we can check the purity of a substance. Now the seventh one is, which of the following material fall in the category of pure substance? So ice is pure, iron is pure, then hydrochloric acid is pure, calcium oxide is pure, mercury is pure. These belong to the category of pure substances, whereas others, that is milk, brick, wood, air, these are impure, we can say, or these are mixtures. Then identify the solutions among the following mixtures. So seawater, air and soda water, these are solutions. Mainly soda water and seawater will be coming in solution. Air is also a homogeneous mixture, it is not a solution. Mainly the solutions are liquid at room temperature, so air will not come. Seawater and soda water are the correct answers. Which of the following will show Tyndall effect? Tyndall effect is shown by colloidal particles, as we have read. So here milk and starch solution are colloids. So these both will show Tyndall effect. Classify the following into elements, compounds and mixtures. So here the things are given and we have to see. Here is the answer. Element is sodium, silver, tin, silicon. Then compound will be calcium carbonate, methane, soap, carbon dioxide. And mixture will be soil, sugar solution, coal, air and blood. Question number 11, last, that is, which of the following are chemical changes? Growth of a plant is a chemical change, rusting of iron is a chemical change, then cooking of food is a chemical change, and digestion of food is also a chemical change, then burning of a candle is also a chemical change. So here the chapter is over now.